Hey everyone, Rebecca here, welcome back, and today we are going to be looking at conversation practice for the ielts exam. Okay, so if you are going to do this exam, the speaking exam, we are going to go through the most popular questions that are asked, and if you are not doing the exam, this is still useful everyday conversation, so you can still listen to it, but it is specific to these questions, but it's also very general, okay? My qualifications are primary education degree, TEFL education certificate, and the IELTS certificate. So I have done a course, so I know what to expect in the exam and I can help you practice. So let's get started. On my computer, I have a list of the questions, so I'm just going to be looking at my list so I can ask myself the questions and you guys can listen. The questions can differ, so it's good to be prepared and have answers ready, but not to be too rigid and stuck on your answers and feel like you have to repeat exactly what you learned, because it is a conversation. They want to see a natural flow, and the questions are going to be a little bit different sometimes, so you need to answer the specific question. But the most popular question that's usually asked is about your hometown and what you study. So we're going to look at hometown first. Good morning, how are you? My name is Rebecca. Nice to meet you. Let's get started on the conversation. Where is your hometown? And do you like your hometown? My hometown is, and it is in the countryside. I really like my hometown because you can go for walks, you can go to the park, and I have lots of friends in my hometown because I have lived there since I was young. So it's good to add a little bit of extra detail to your answer and not just to say, I live in, yes, I like my town. You know, they want a little bit extra detail. Very good. What is your hometown like? And if I was to visit your hometown, what could I do? My hometown is very small. It is only one street long and there are a few shops such as a clothes shop, a grocery shop and an ice cream shop. There is not that much to do, but there is a county museum that you could visit. It has lots of history of the town and the local area. There are also 2 big churches. I would recommend you to go and see those churches as they have a lovely interior design. Very good. Is there anything that you don't like about your hometown or that you would improve? Yes, I do not like that there is no public transport in my hometown. There are no buses and no trains. So if I was to make an improvement to my town, it would be to have a train station so that I could visit more places and I would not have to rely on a car. Do you live in a house or a flat, and who do you live with? I live in a house with my family. There are 6 people in my family, including me. I live with my parents, my twin brother, and my 2 sisters. We also have a dog and a cat. Do you plan to live there forever or to move out? No, I do not plan to live here forever as it is my family house. I would like to move out in the future. However, I am trying to save money as it is very expensive to rent or to buy a flat. So as soon as I have saved enough money, I am going to buy my own flat in the city, so I can have more public transport and do more with my friends. Okay, so that focused on my hometown and my home. Now I'm going to focus on studying, or what I study. So the first question is, what do you study and where do you study? I study primary education and Spanish at university in Scotland. I chose to study this degree because I enjoy teaching and I want to make a difference with people. I want to help people to learn different things, and I think that I am a good teacher as I'm patient and gentle, and I would like to work with people. So that is why I chose this degree. Do you like your course? And is there anything that you would change about it? Yes, I do like my course because there are lots of nice people and it is very hands-on. It is very practical and you get to do lots of different subjects, not just one. I focus on art and music and sport and English and maths. So it is very interesting and a lot of diversity. The thing I would change about my degree is that it can be very difficult to manage. So it's hard to manage children and manage people in a classroom. So this is probably the most difficult part of what I study. Very interesting. And do you plan to get a job in this degree or to do something different? Or what are your next plans after you have finished studying? Yes, I plan to get a job as a teacher after I finish studying. And I would like to teach children, and I would also like to teach adults English. So I would like to do 2 things with my degree. And my plans for the future is to work as a teacher and to grow in my career, to keep getting better as a teacher. So usually you're asked about your hometown and what you study. Next, it can just be a random thing about you. So I have got a list of random questions that are on the speaking exam in part 1. So the first one I'm going to ask is, do you have a pet? And do you like animals? Yes, I have lots of pets. I have a dog and I have a cat. I love animals. I have always loved animals. I used to want to own a horse, but my dad didn't let me get one. But my favourite animal is a dog, and I want to have lots of dogs in the future. Lovely. And what do you think is the hardest thing about having a pet? And what do you like about owning a pet? What I like about owning a pet is that you always have company. You always have a friend. Your dog welcomes you home, gives you hugs. You never feel alone with a dog, so that's what I like about having a pet. And the hardest thing about having a pet is cleaning up. They can be dirty, they can be smelly, they can go to the toilet in your house, so that would be the hardest part about having a pet. Next, I'm going to ask about friends and family. So the first question is, do you spend much time with your family? And who are you closest with in your family? Yes, I am very close with my family because I have lived with them for a long time and we do a lot of things together. We like to go fishing, we like to play sport, and we like to cook together. So we do a lot of things together. The person that I am closest to in my family is my brother because we are twins, so we have done everything in life together. What do you like to do with your friends? And are you still friends with people from your childhood? Yes, I have lots of friends and I am still friends with the people that I met in high school. They are my best friends. We hang out less often than we used to, but when we do see each other, we always have so much fun and we laugh a lot. And I love doing things with my friends as you can have relatable conversation and they know you so well because I've known them for such a long time. So I love hanging out with my friends. Next topic is daily routines. So I'm going to ask about what you do in a day. So first question, when do you usually get up in the morning and what do you do? In the morning, I wake up at 8 a.m. I get up, I shower, and then I get dressed. And the first thing I do in the kitchen is I make coffee. I love coffee as it energizes me. And then I make my lunch. What is your daily routine and what do you usually do? Does it change or is it the same? I'm going to talk about when I was at university. I'm a teacher now, but it's different. When I'm at university, I wake up and after I have my coffee, I get my computer and then I study. So I watch my lectures and then I write some of my assignments. Then I have my lunch and then I would probably meet up with some of my friends, have a chat, talk about the course, and then after I've had a break, I would get back to studying, go to the library and get some books there. And then I finish studying around 6 o'clock. I would make dinner and then I might go out with my friends and have a drink, have some fun, and then go to sleep. And yes, my daily routine Monday to Friday is usually the same, and at the weekend I try to relax. Do you think it's important to have a daily routine, or is change important as well? Yes, I think a daily routine is very important as you are more productive, you get more things done, you wake up, you're not tired. So sometimes at university I lose my routine and it's never good. I don't get things finished. I feel tired and grumpy. So I think it's important to know what you're doing and have a time for your day. So this is going to be the last question for part 1 speaking topics. There are so many topics, but this is what I'm focusing on today. I can do more videos if you enjoyed this. So this last question is on childhood. So, did you enjoy your childhood? And what is your first memory of childhood? Yes, I loved my childhood. I had a very good upbringing. I had a nuclear family. We did lots of things together. My mum was a teacher, so we had lots of holidays together at the same time. And it's a very happy childhood. And my first memory is sitting in a cupboard with my younger brother, with my twin brother. What did you enjoy doing as a child? And did you have many friends? As a child, I loved to be outside. I was always outside playing with my siblings, playing with the animals. I used to go horse riding. I also enjoyed reading. I used to read every single night. I don't do that anymore. I loved primary school. I had a lot of fun. But I don't think I had many friends in primary school. My primary school was very small, about 20 people altogether, and 3 in my class, and 1 was my brother. So I didn't mind, I didn't care. So my siblings were my friends. That's who I hung out with when I was a child. Do you think it's important for children to grow up in the city or the countryside? I think it depends on the parent or the family. I grew up in the countryside and I loved it because there was so much space outside. We were always in the trees having fun and it was quiet. It was very safe. So I think the city would be more unsafe, more people, more noise. So I would prefer to have a childhood in the countryside. So that's all for today. That's the conversation for part 1. So that's more about you and your personal life. So if you enjoyed that, let me know if you want more of part 1 of the exam, of the speaking exam. I can also help with part 2. But this also will help if you're not doing an exam. It's just good conversation, random questions. So I hope it helps. Thank you so much and I'll see you later.